Hello everyone, today in Sangi's Cookery we are going to see how to prepare a Burmese Khow Suey. So Burmese Khow Suey is nothing but a mixture of noodles and with some veggies which is cooked in coconut milk and also accompanied with a lot of fried accompaniments like the fried noodles, fried garlic, fried onions and other toppings. This is traditionally prepared along with chicken or with eggs, but today I am doing it in a vegetarian manner. So I have added veggies like broccoli, baby corn, carrots, beans. We can even add mushrooms and cauliflower as well, but today I have just added these 5 veggies. This is a very tasty recipe and enjoyed by all age groups. So before we go into the procedure as to how to prepare the Burmese Khow Suey, if you're watching my video for the first time, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon for further interesting recipes and notifications. I've taken around 2 to 3 carrots finely chopped. I've taken about 200 grams of beans, French beans, and I've taken the baby corn which is cut into small pieces. I've taken the zucchini. Zucchini is another vegetable which they add in the Veg Khow Suey. It's available in green color or yellow color. You can use any. You don't have to peel the skin of the zucchini. We can just cut it along with the skin. Some broccoli. I have actually finely chopped the broccoli. So we can also add other veggies like mushrooms. Some people add even tofu to it. But today I have just taken these veggies. The first step is we are going to prepare a coconut milk. So I have the grated coconut. So this is around 1 big coconut. So I'm going to add some hot water to it and I'm going to grind it in the mixie jar and I'm going to strain the milk from this coconut. So approximately around 700 to 800 ml of the coconut milk you will get. It may not be a very thick milk. It can be somewhat thin milk also. So first step is to grind it in the mixie jar by adding hot water. Second step is to prepare the noodles. Traditionally they use the rice noodles or the glass noodles which is slightly flattened form, but today I have used the Hakka noodles. So now we have the noodles which has been drained and kept. So what I have done is I have just boiled it in hot water with some salt and oil so that it does not stick to each other, and this is approximately around 900 grams of noodles. So for that we require about 1 liter of the coconut milk. I have also extracted the milk from the coconut by adding hot water and then squeezing it and passing it through the strainer. We have extracted approximately around 900 ml of coconut milk as well. For preparing the Khow Suey masala paste, so we'll have to dry roast the following spices. The peppercorns, approximately about 1 teaspoon, 4 to 5 cloves, 1 teaspoon of jeera, 4 to 5 red chilies or according to your spice levels. And after dry roasting this, we will be grinding along with the roasted spices, green chilies around 2 to 3 numbers, ginger around 2 to 3 pieces, 7 to 8 flakes of garlic and 10 to 12 shallots or the small sambar onions and 2 onions which is roughly chopped. So all these things we are going to grind it into a smooth paste. For that first we are going to dry roast the spices. In the pan I am adding the peppercorns, jeera and the red chilies. Nicely roast it. So once it is beginning to splutter, we'll just switch off the gas and we're going to transfer this to the mixie jar. Now along with the roasted spices, we are adding the garlic, onions, ginger, green chilies. Traditionally in this dish, we will add the lemongrass since lemongrass is not available at all times. So we will use the zest of the lemon zest by scraping the lemon onto the scraper. So another tip which I want to pass it on is just scrape it off till you see the white portion. Do not scrape off the white portion. Only the yellow part we need to scrape it like this. So if you get about 1 tablespoon of the lemon zest, that is more than enough for this dish. So finally in goes the coriander seeds powder or the dhania powder and also about 1 teaspoon of the turmeric powder. So all these ingredients are going to be ground into a smooth paste. This will be the masala paste for our Khao Suey dish. After grinding the spices and the onions and garlic for one round, now I'll be finally adding the stem of the coriander. The stem of the coriander plays a very important role in Khao Suey dish. It adds to a very good flavor. So only the stem, you can add the stem of the coriander leaves and then grind it into a smooth paste. Now in the same pan, I'm going to add some oil. I'm going to heat up the oil. Now we're going to add the ground paste and we'll be frying it for a few minutes. I'll also be adding some water in the mixie jar and I'll be transferring the masala inside the dish. I'll also be adding some salt which is required for the masala paste, and we'll be cooking this in a medium flame for about 5 to 6 minutes until the raw smell of the masala goes. After about 5 to 6 minutes, once the masala has been cooked well, I'm adding some of the veggies. I'll be adding the carrots, beans and the baby corn first, because this will take time to cook when compared to broccoli and zucchini. I'm also adding some hot water which I have actually boiled in the kettle so that this gets cooked faster. Some salt required for the veggies. We can also cover and cook the veggies for a few minutes. So it's been 5 minutes. The veggies have been cooking. Now we can add the zucchini, because these vegetables like zucchini, broccoli, they don't take much time to cook. So I'm just adding this in the last. So adding the broccoli. Now let's cook this also for about 4 to 5 minutes. You can close this and cook. Now while the veggies are getting cooked, we are making a thin slurry. So for this I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of the besan. To this I'll be adding some amount of coconut milk. And let's make a thin slurry. Beat nicely, mix it up so that there are no lumps which are getting formed. Nicely try to beat it by using a whisker. And now we'll be adding the remaining coconut milk which we have prepared. Mix it up nicely. Now we can add this in the boiling vegetables. You can see that the veggies have been cooking so nicely. Getting a very good aroma of the dish, and I'm adding the coconut milk along with the besan which has been nicely churned. Mix it up nicely. Let the veggies cook in the coconut milk. But you need to keep stirring it continuously so that the coconut milk does not tends to break down. So you can check for salt at this stage, and if required you can add some salt. Once the soup is coming to a boil, we'll just switch it off. So finally we're just going to garnish with some fresh basil leaves which I've just plucked it from my garden. Just going to garnish this. This is going to enhance the flavor of this curry. Now our Khao Suey soup is ready. So let's keep this aside and then we'll make the other accompaniments ready. So for making the accompaniments ready, first we're going to make the fried noodles. What I've done is I have actually taken the boiled noodles. I've taken some portion of it and I'm going to add some cornstarch to it as a binding. Mix it up nicely and we're going to deep fry this in hot oil. So you can see that the noodles have been fried nicely and you can just keep this aside. Similarly, I'll be frying the remaining batch. So we have the fried noodles which is ready. So if it is little long, you can actually break this into small pieces and keep it aside. And I've also prepared the chili oil. The recipe for the chili oil, I've already given it in the Veg Khow noodles which I've prepared. But I can just tell you how to prepare this. Just I've added 1 teaspoon of chili powder and few chili flakes. The chili flakes which we get in the Domino's seasonings, we can add that, or we can even crush it. We can dry roast the red chilies and powder it in the mixie jar. I've also added some salt to it, and I have dry roasted few spices like the peppercorns, star anise, cloves, and I've also added a piece of garlic to it, and then I've added the heated oil on it. So this is how we prepare the chili oil. The chili oil is a must for this particular Veg Khao Suey recipe. This is one of the accompaniment. We are also frying some onions in hot oil. So once it comes to a golden brown color, we'll take it out and keep it aside. Now I've prepared all the dishes. So let me explain. This is the noodles which has been cooked and kept, coriander leaves, so the cilantro, fried noodles, chili oil, spring onions finely chopped, roasted peanuts which is crushed, deep fried garlic, deep fried onions, and this is the white part of the spring onions, a few lemon wedges, and also some chili flakes. So these are all the accompaniments. Now we are going to assemble the Khao Suey. So first I am going to add some cooked noodles. And this is the Khao Suey soup. So before we add, I am just going to squeeze in some lemon. Mix it up nicely. We can add this lemon juice immediately after preparing the Khao Suey soup itself. Some white part of the onions which has been finely chopped, some fried onions, fried garlic, the crushed roasted peanuts, spring onions, chili oil, some fried noodles, finally adding some coriander leaves, some lemon onto the side. You can garnish with some chili flakes. Mix it up nicely. And here we go. The delicious Burmese Veg Khao Suey is ready to go inside your mouth. I hope you'll all try out this recipe, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and relatives. Have a great day.